Merhaba değerli arkadaşlar, ben Utku, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Vampire kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Aha, bu kadın kim lan?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid.
Camellia.
I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Camellia niye konuşmuyor ya?
I know you understand what
Dilsiz herhalde ha.
Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well.
Camellia da konuşmadı ya. Gerçi kadın dilsiz abi, nasıl konuşsun da. Ser verip sır vermiyor Camellia. Darius Petrescu'nun mektubu. Benim biricik ve sevgili çocuklarım. Birkaç aydır benden haber alamadığınız için üzgünüm. Londra'daki vaziyet bir süredir çok kötü. Çocuklarım, hele ki siz hala savaşın pençesindeki bir ülkede yaşarken bunun kulağa biraz bencil ve aptalca geldiğini biliyorum. Fakat savaş burada da, İngiltere'de de hakim. Yoksulluğa ve adaletsizliğe karşı açılmış bir savaş var. Bu, ilerlemiş yaşıma rağmen bu mücadelede savaşmak niyetindeyim. Size yazmamın sebebi de bu. Romanya'ya geri dönmeyeceğim. Yani sizi ölmeden önce göremeyeceğim. Üzülmeyin benim canlarım. Yeterince büyüdünüz ve çoluk çocuğa karıştınız artık. Biliyorsunuz ki bazen dünyanın daha iyi bir yer olabilmesi için bir şeyleri feda etmek zorunda kalıyoruz. Yeniden işe yarar gibi biri gibi hissetmek için benim yapmam gereken fedakarlık da işte bu. Sizlere uzun ve mutlu bir hayat diliyorum. Güzel torunlarım, öpün benim için ve babanızın sizi bu soğuk, rutubetli ülkeden sevdiğini unutmayın. Sizi her daim sevecek olan babanız Darius Petrescu.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Darius
Darius
Petrescu.
is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Şurada gezen bir eleman var, o Darius kesin. Kadın kim?
Don't be shy, handsome.
Christina.
What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reid.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Geri.
Tell me about yourself.
Bana biraz
Are you
kendinden bahset
joking with
bakayım.
me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothy Romanyanmış. Romanyan diyorum, romanmış. Romanyan
Everyone
ne?
should respect that.
Goodbye.
Görüşmek üzere. Romanyan ne ya? Şu ne? Yanlış Pembroke yönetilen raporları çal.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Excuse me, sir.
Another journalist? I didn't
Adamda da
answer
tam
the first
İrlandalı
one.
tipi var.
Piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now,
Adam
sod
tam
off.
İrlandalı tafkayı ya.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane?
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Goodbye, Mr.
Goodbye. Şununla ilgili bir diyalog opsiyonu açıldı.
You never... Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. And these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against the wet boot boy.
Goodbye.
Goodbye kardeş. Jonathan nereye gitti lan?
Pay me in advance.
Şu arkadaki elemanla ilgili bir şey öğrendik, sır öğrendik.
Good evening. And good evening. Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reid.
I'll leave.
Bir dakika.
Good evening.
And good evening.
I'll leave.
Şimdi şu raporları çalalım. Şurada. Tamam, şuradan gidersek oraya varıyoruz abi. Umarım kapı açıktır. Vampir avcısı 14 seviye. Abi raporları çalmaya gittik, tokat yedik ya. Doğru doğru. Biz şu Darius Petrescu'nun evine girmenin bir yolunu bulalım.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reid, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm a Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I
Evi
ask
lootladım.
you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough, like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reid. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Bay Lewis'le konuştun mu
Have
Harry?
you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Sen de haklısın kardeş, ne diyek?
Do you know Nurse?
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Goodbye, young man.
Is there only pain?
Evi lootlayalım da öyle çıkalım. Milletin evini lootluyoruz ya.
It's locked.
Profesyonel vampir avcıları.
Is there only...
You again?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests
Az önceki elemanın babası.
whatever he may think.
Harry'nin.
Our house is small, but affordable.
Harry Potter.
The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Yavaş kopar dayı.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. And people won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak. And there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Goodbye.
Goodbye Darius. Ne Darius'u ya? Peter. Peter mi? Richard mi? Bende ismi hafızası pek yoktur ya. Unuturum hemen. Evet. Şimdi...
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see, Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Hele şükür. Şunları lootlayalım.
It's locked, all right.
Dorothy'yi revirde bul.
If you want to talk to...
We've not been for...
I am Darius Petrescu.
Do you have any family?
Petrescu'yu bir tanıyalım bakalım. Kimmiş bu Petrescu?
Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reid. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not
Occupied
directly,
işgal
I
altındaki
fought
Romanya dediği
against your enemies.
Osmanlı işgali olması lazım arkadaşlar. Birinci Dünya Savaşı'nda Romanya falan Osmanlı hakimiyeti altındaydı diye hatırlıyorum.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country.
Avusturya Macaristan'mış.
Not the country I fought for.
Bulgaristan falan sanırım Osmanlı egemenliğindeydi. Yanlış hatırlamışım.
I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia.
Camellia hakkında konuşalım bakalım.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me everything you know.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor.
Konuştuk ya bunları. Geç.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable
Oo,
hypocrisy.
güzel söz. Şurada bir şey kaldı sanırım ya. Yo. Niye onun mavi rengi gitmedi anlamadım. Neyse.
Goodbye, Miss.
Görüşmek üzere. Dorothy'nin reviri. Şuraları lootlayalım. Hemşire Crane'e mektup. Abi yaratık sesi geliyor ha. Vampire dönüşen insanlar mı var acaba? Onları mı tedavi etmeye çalışıyorlar? Evet. Geldim.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort, liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
Önce
It's
bir
too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse.
anestezi verelim
Do you
adama.
have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor, none at all.
Hadi be. O zaman anestezi olmadan yapacağız ameliyatı. Direkt kestik vallahi.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a
Adam boğuluyor. Hemşire çabuk ol.
Yes, Doctor. He's
Adam diş
breathing.
bağırmıyor
He's
ha.
coughing up blood.
internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Beni sorgulama.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor.
Başka yapacak bir şeyimiz yok. Antibiyotik bile zor bulunuyor.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you alright, Doctor?
Aha.
I can't see.
Ne oluyor lan? Vampire dönüşüyorum değil mi? Dişler de uzadı vallahi.
I must first suture the artery.
Kan gördükçe bizim elemanın canı içmek istiyor kanı.
The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Ölme birader, ölme. Epinefrin ver.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
Salladım vallahi. Epinefrinin ne olduğunu bilmiyorum. Kurtuldu mu?
We've lost the pulse.
Öldü herhalde ya. Tamam. Ah.
He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything.
Öldü.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log?
Ne
Is
yapabilirdik?
this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No, there was something more vile in these reactions, something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself.
Adamlar vampire dönüşüyor. Skal dedikleri şeye dönüşüyor herhalde.
I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside
Rezvan'ın kan örneği.
manners.
Şunları kurcalayalım da Dorothy Crane'le yüzleşelim.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
Bu şekilde devam
Your
edemezsiniz.
heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Neden Lady Ashbury'yi hedef alıyorsun?
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
Amaç aracı meşru kılan
The
Dorothy.
end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty, nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Ama bu şantaj durmak zorunda.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Kucakta deyince ısırıyor mu acaba? Cezbet. Bunu unutacaksın. Cezbedelim
Listen very
de.
carefully,
Unutsun
Dorothy.
gitsin.
You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Aferin. Yakında semt eylemlerinin ceremesini çekecek dedi. Ana hiç düşünemedik lan. Şimdi biz burayı yok ettik ya, buraya bu semti hastalık basacak. Bu kadın en azından burada... Aha. Bu kadın en azından burada hastalarla ilgileniyordu. Vampir avcılara gelmiş. Lan hiç düşünemedim ya ben şeyi. Bir de iyi bitirmeye çalışıyorduk. Abo. Neyse. Aha. Hello boys. Sıra sende. Adam ayı gibi ya. Ortalık bunlara kaldı. Hastaneye geri dönmemiz gerekiyor. Sen kimsin?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening.
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Tell me, who intrigues you
İpucu
most?
gerekli, ipucu
The region
gerekli.
itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there any...
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody...
I'd like to...
Bu neymiş ya? Alıp bakalım.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Ha bu kadını yok etmeseydik ya. Şimdi bak üzüldüm ha.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all.
Hizmet ettiğimiz şey de Ashbury de vampir. Bence. Map'e bakalım. Şuradan gidersek. Şuradan bir fare yiyelim.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Kanımız dolsun. Bir dakika şu vatandaş görevlerine bakalım bir.
Human blood. Whoever left these...
Diğer bölümde
did
yaparız.
so.
Batı yakası, kuzey rıhtım, batı rıhtım.
Deliberately.
Aha! O ne lan? Ne biçim kamera açısı var ya? Abi cam bassana! Bunlar nereden geldi abi ya? Şu yancılar gelmese. Eyvah. Ne oldu lan? Ha. Onu yedim. Şimdi sıra şunda. Birader bir git ya. Yancı bir git ya. Abi yancılar da boyuna geliyor ya. Lan. Oğlum bela mısınız lan? Şu yancılar gelmezse çok güzel olacak da. Güle güle. Her savaş vallahi bir sağlam bir mücadele ya. Oo. İyi ölmeden hallettik ya. Burası ne abi? Ha burası şey ya bizim şu safe house. Biraz geliştirme yapalım ya. Nereden? Safe house değil mi ya? Burası safe house'a benzettim. Değil herhalde. Tamam doğru yoldayız. Geldik hastaneye, evet. Şu odamıza bir gelelim. Şunlara bir geliştirmeleri sıradan tutacak parçası. Abi nerede bu? Almamız lazım bunu. Tamam, bütün her şeyden birer tane var. Şurada biraz yetenek puanlarımıza harcayalım. Hedefinizin kanını, damarlarını hapsederek onları savunmaz hale getirirsiniz. Kan bariyeri. Şu cana falan bakalım ya. Can falan daha önemli abi. Sağlığımızı artıralım. Stamina. Artıramıyoruz. Kan kapasitemizi artıralım. Dövüş sırasında ısırma ile emilen kanı artırır. Sert ısırma. Bunlar da nihai. Şu ne abi? Alıp deneyelim bakalım. Otofaji. Puanım yetmiyor ya. Tamam. Onaylayalım abi. Whitechapel'da kaybolmalar. Evet. Whitechapel'ı şey yaptığım için Whitechapel'ın dengesi bozuldu. Dorothy'yi Whitechapel'den aldığımız için arkadaşlar orada bir hata yaptık. Orada bir hata yaptık. Lady Ashbury'ye haber verelim. Lady Ashbury, ha burada. Aha lan.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reid. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Sana güvenmiştik. Sana güvenmişti. Sen de gittin adamı yedin.
And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
Demek suçlamalar doğruymuş.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
Kaç yaşındasın?
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27.
27 mi?
I've been 27 for a long time now. And 27 I
Sen
shall
en az
remain.
2700 yaşında varsındır ya.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
Kimse senden şüphelenmedi.
No one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Kardeşliği biliyor mu
What do you
peki?
know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Ne oldu bu Londra'ya? Ne yaptınız
Things
bu
have gone
Londra'ya?
from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here?
Burada kaç tane vampir var?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
Köpek balığı ısırmadan önce gülümsüyor mu ya?
Experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
Saldırıyorlar
You make
zaten
them
her
sound
yerde.
like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Beni dönüştüren sen misin?
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Ekon mu? Ekon vampir mi yani?
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How?
Vampirler kendilerine Ekon diyor herhalde.
All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Görüşmek üzere.
Farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Odamıza gidip şu kanı inceleyelim. Oradan da kaçarız. Şuradan ışınlanabiliyoruz galiba. Heh. Hop. Hafif nefes serumu. Sulandırılmış canlandırıcı kan örneğim yok ama. Şunu geri dönüştürelim. Ne çıkacak acaba? Hiçbir şey çıkmadı.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Vay, vampir salgını İspanyol Gribi ile bulaşıyormuş sanırım. Onlar arasında bir bağ kurdu şu an. Sebepler ve sonuçlar. Evet arkadaşlar, diğer göreve geçmeden önce bu bölümü burada sonlandıralım. Daha fazla uzun olmasın. İzlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederim. Videomu beğenmeyi ve kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın. Kanalımı da paylaşırsanız çok sevinirim. Tekrardan teşekkür ederim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Diğer bölümde görüşmek üzere.